A lot of people have been complaining that their resume isn't performing well. And it's probably not that your resume is bad, it's just not speaking to the hiring manager. I'm Kendall Berg, that career coach, and today we are giving you special tips on how to navigate the job market. So here are 7 ChatGPT prompts that will actually help you land a job. So number 1 is going to be our resume refiner. Here's the job description, and you can load the job description of the specific job for your application. Rewrite my resume to highlight my most relevant work experience, keywords, and results for this exact role. The reason why this works is it's not only going to scan that job description, but it's going to make sure that you have a high search volume, meaning that you have lots of keywords in your resume that are going to resonate with the hiring manager who wrote the job description, ideally, but also that it's going to filter you through the ATS. It's also easy to show your transformation over the course of your career with relevant work experience that all ties into this specific job. A lot of the time, our resumes have tons of content from 3, 4, 5 jobs ago that may not even be relevant to what we're applying to. And this is going to help us hone that in and really limit the amount of content so that it speaks directly to what the hiring manager is looking for and sets you up for your highest chance of probability of getting a call for that recruiter screening. Number 2 is the bullet booster. So we want to upload our resume, the job description, and say, rewrite this resume bullet to sound more action-driven, quantifiable, and results-oriented. This is going to help us keep our language consistent across our bullets with what the job description is, but also show exactly what's happening in your job that you can measure, that they can expect similar results. When a hiring manager is hiring for a specific position, they are not just looking for somebody who can tick the boxes on that JD. They're looking for someone who's going to drive results and drive action across the company. So if you can show that you measured certain successes or that you've seen results similar to what they're looking for, again, we're increasing that probability of a callback. Number 3, cover letter creator. So based on this job description, write a confident, personal 250-word cover letter that is tailored to this role. Now, cover letters get mixed reviews. All right, I'm not going to say that I'm a huge fan because oftentimes I find that hiring managers don't actually read the cover letter. But in the modern world where there are AI applicant tools that are doing thousands of applications within the first hour that jobs are posted, with so many resumes being strictly AI written and not showing your personality, who you are as an individual, your type of language, we do want something that's going to help set us apart. And a cover letter can be a great way to do that. Now, as with anything ChatGPT is writing, you should then read this cover letter to make sure they're using language you would use. It feels natural to you. There's not a bunch of dashes. What's interesting is in my personal professional life, I do use a lot of dashes in my emails and in my writing style, but it tends to be a dead giveaway for ChatGPT. So make sure if there's a dash in there that it's in there on purpose and that it makes sense within the context of what you're writing. But make sure that this cover letter feels like you, reads like you. Even if you want to do a first pass that's your writing before running it through ChatGPT with the job description, that can be really helpful just to make sure that more of your personality is going to shine through as well. Number 4 is optimizing our LinkedIn. So here is my LinkedIn About section. Rewrite it to be recruiter ready, keyword rich, and show my unique edge. This can be really helpful, especially if you're someone who uses AI a lot, you're in ChatGPT a lot, and they know who you are, they know your style, they know your language. This can help you really start to put that unique spin on things as opposed to your About Me section reading like everybody else in your job sector. We're all giant parrots, and when we hear consistent language in the workplace, we tend to repeat that language, reuse that language, and so everyone kind of coalesces into these carbon copy versions of one another. If you're a marketing campaign manager, your resume probably reads very similar to another marketing campaign manager. Same with your LinkedIn profile. So this can be a great way to really give yourself an edge, identify what makes you unique. You can even load your resume as part of this to see what's going to set you apart, and then use that to make your LinkedIn really searchable and recruiter friendly for people who are going out and looking for jobs. Number 5 is your mock interview coach. The prompt is to act as a hiring manager for this job title and description. Ask me 5 tough interview questions and give feedback on my answers. This gives you that practice. So often we go into interviews and we think, I nailed it. This was such a great conversation. I absolutely killed it. And then we don't get the job offer and we're not sure why. Doing mock interviews either with peers or leaders you respect, or even with ChatGPT, can be really helpful to get that feedback so that we go into our next interviews really honed in and able to articulate ourselves and our value clearly. Number 6 is the offer optimizer. So this is where salary negotiations and the strategy therein come into play. So I have an offer for this amount, these benefits at this company. How can I negotiate for a higher salary in a professional way? Or what are some aspects of this offer that I should be negotiating in order to optimize in this sector? This is a great way to get ChatGPT research on where we should really push on these offer letters. If you flash back to the beginning of my career, it was really hard to get offer information to see what your peers were making or what people in the same role were. Laws in certain states have changed that, where it's much easier to see salary postings now. But ChatGPT can be a great tool to tell you how much you should be making, how you can negotiate for that amount, what's some language you can use that's going to be constructive with a hiring manager as opposed to feeling greedy. And then, of course, put your own spin on it and stay authentic to yourself. Number 7 is the role matcher. So this is going to be kind of that career clarity coaching. Here's my background. You can put your experience or your resume in. What job titles fit my skills and offer strong salary potential and career growth? They're going to be able to scan tons of job postings over tons of different search boards and come up with a list of what they think are the roles that best fit you. Now, this won't work as well if you're looking to do a huge career pivot or transition. If you're looking to continue in the same space or the same niche that you've already had, this can be a great way to identify different job titles across industries, sectors, states that may be a good fit for you so that you are making sure to apply to the roles where you're going to have the highest chance of success. And here's a bonus 8th prompt. The cold direct message that actually works. So the prompt is write a LinkedIn message to connect with someone in this industry or company. Feel free to also share additional facts about this individual, schools that they went to, sports that they played, things you have in common, and ask for a 15-minute chat that is likely to be successful. ChatGPT can help you write some of these prompts in a way that is going to be differentiated from your peers. Big mistake I see people make in the job search is we send these DMs and say, hey, I saw you're hiring for this position. Would you be willing to refer me? And this is somebody we don't know or we knew 10 years ago and we haven't talked to in over a decade. It's so much better to use LinkedIn as a way to get time with people, to build relationships, to get to know them. In fact, this is going to be a topic that we're covering next week on another short, so make sure that you tune back in for that. But otherwise, hopefully you found these prompts and this information helpful in your job search. If you guys have questions, please make sure to leave them in the comments below or send me a message. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and we will be back next week.